Good evening, everyone. My name is Jamahl Grace, and I am the owner and founder of Grace Love Candle Co. Our origin story is relatively simple. It's pinged by a happy wife, happy life. We went through a lot of hardships in our lives and things that often cause ourselves to find better versions of ourselves through a lot of prayer and meditation. And a huge component of that was actually the use of candles and scents associated with certain memories that get triggered within inside of you via aromatherapy. We are a home fragrances boutique based out of Virginia. Statistics show that 1 in 6 people will suffer from a common mental health issue such as anxiety, feelings of depression, and stress on a weekly basis. And we often know that things like stress can lead to bigger issues that manifest in more like physical health issues. So what we solve for here is actually promoting mental health through fragrances and better aesthetics in your households. By introducing these suits or these scents and these combination of different fragrance notes, you get to actually control the energy that's happening within your space, as well as impact the neurons happening psychologically as well. These candles will emit scents that create specific feelings within your mind and your body. The market share, particularly for this market is estimated to be at $6.1 billion approximately by 2026. Primarily focusing, a lot of candle companies have had paraffin wax candles. Now with us actually shifting towards being more conscious, driven by COVID, we have candles that are 100% soy wax, that are made from 100% cotton with no types of any types of zincs or metals associated with it. So what you're getting with this outside of actually having high quality fragrances is something you can actually burn in your space without having to worry about what you're inhaling and the chemicals that can go inside of you. I personally have twins, and that was a very, very big important thing for us. The type of products that we offer are candles, wax melts, room sprays, and reed diffusers. This is our entire brand identity. Our pricing structure is based at a 50% profit margin, where we also take routes of wholesale, our own retail personal space, as well as private labeling. And this will allow us to hopefully effectively scale and grow our business as we try and expand our brand nationally as well. Our current status to date, since we launched in July of last year, we've managed to do $40,000 in sales revenue while maintaining 5-star ratings via both Google and Facebook, as well as our wholesale platforms. We've established systems in place that will help us grow and scale to manage our inventory, as well as our supply chain management systems. We're sold domestically within the United States within 20 stores, and we have delivered products to more than half of the United States, including U.S. territories such as Puerto Rico and the Bahamas. Our investment ask today is that we're seeking $50,000 to actually grow our platform and expand nationally. Primarily, what we're wanting to do is become one of the national lifestyle brands in the home goods space that is actually minority-led. This isn't something that you actually see happening in today's space. These funds will actually help us hire account executives, grow our retail accounts nationally, increase our production and inventory, as well as buying things in bulk, which will help our cost savings, enhance our market strategies, as well as establishing a training or effective training program as we continue to grow and expand our staff. Currently, our team consists of over 30 years of experience as it relates to project management, risk management, as well as information technology and marketing. All of us here actually have very sound backgrounds working for Fortune 500 companies where we've learned the ins and outs of how enterprises actually work. And we're actually wanting to take these things and apply it for ourselves now and the future generations to come, which is one of our foundational pillars and elements that we actually give back to minority education through monetary donations as well as mentoring opportunities. Because we acknowledge the fact that with most of us either being first generation Americans or minorities who may not have had the opportunity to go to colleges, we want to instill that within our youth to come and make sure that we're doing our part. So if you'd like to stay in touch and if you'd like to vote for us, we hope that you can support our lifestyle brand. You can follow us at Grace Love Candles on both Facebook and Instagram, as well as sending us an email. Thank you all so much for your time.
That was awesome. I'm pretty sure it's $6 billion. My wife spends an absurd amount of money on candles every week, not even monthly.
Sir, I believe it. I absolutely believe it.
I really don't have any questions. I guess I got a suggestion or a comment.
Okay.
Just because I love that you said mental health through fragrances and sense triggering like thoughts and feelings. You should match sounds with your fragrances so that when people buy the candle, they have options to like play 30 minutes, 1 hour worth of sounds that help trigger those.
Okay. I like that actually. I like that a lot.
That's a freebie. When you're a billionaire, just make sure I get candles for my wife so I can save some money.
Sir, consider it a deal here and now on this day.
Nah, good luck. I love it. Great presentation. No
Thank you,
question.
sir. I appreciate it.
Man, listen, I in the pandemic. So before the pandemic happened, I was definitely like a Glade plugin guy. I'm just keeping it 100. I was,
Yep.
and then I had got candles from speaking engagements and gift bags and all that. So I start burning candles. I'm like, yo, this candle life, man. I tweeted it and I was like, man, why nobody told me about the candle life?
It's a real thing. It's a real thing. Like it's a whole entire mood for you.
So I'm a fan. I love it. You already have revenue. You want to grow. What I'll put out there with that is that, I run the Black Man Can. It's something that we've talked about on our merchandise side is candles, but like it's not something like I want to be a candle company, but more so a partnership, right? Like what does the Black Man Can candles smell like? So I just want to put that out there as you grow. Think about the Black Man Can. It's something that we're thinking about in terms of partnerships for certain products that like I'm not trying to have a whole warehouse of candles, but I absolutely can lend the name and the brand to a candle and then push it out to the general public. So,
sir, that's actually something we do where we actually incorporate scents into brand identities via private label. So I would love to further discuss that with you.
Awesome.
It's a great idea. Similarly, all the women in my life love candles. That's mom, that's fiance, that's sister first. I love the idea for me, I guess the manufacturing side of it, I think about and what you're doing currently manufacturing wise, what are your plans for manufacturing wise? And then the back thought is always your marketing ideas for growth. Like what are you planning to put your marketing dollars towards?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'll address the first component of that first as it relates to manufacturing. So we've actually invested in a space where we're actually able to manufacture candles and invested in a 65-pound wax melter. So with a 65-pound wax melter, that'll average make you about 120 candles an hour that are 8-ounce candles. So roughly, if we're working at that pace, we can easily manufacture anywhere between 800 to 1,000 candles a day, depending on what we're actually trying to solve for. We have a consistent account executive with our actual supplier who always gives us first priority to the supplies that we need. So we're actually able to stay on top of things that we're doing. And as our data analytics is growing, we're able to do even further forecasting to make sure that we're adequately staffed up with our inventory, which is an even better thing because as you buy in bulk, as I'm sure you gentlemen are aware, you can absolutely cut costs as it relates to shipping or as it relates to the quantity of things that you're buying from that regard. So that's the first component for our production component. As it relates to marketing, and this is one of the things that we really actually like to invest in further, but to date, we've actually gotten very consistent with our marketing consultant with establishing email chains, SMS text messaging. We're leveraging advertising via Facebook and Instagram. We also have partnerships that we're also working on establishing with different magazines and publications as well to further get our brand out there. And these are things that we've all been able to do just through our own or my own personal investments. And I definitely want to continue to grow that even further because we consistently get daily email inquiries from people who want to partner with us. And we want to be able to actually fund those different things from a marketing perspective so people actually can be even more aware of our brand, because I think it's primarily through our aesthetic that a lot of people are being drawn in and wanting to work with us and collaborate with us more.